alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqa warzuqna ittiba'ahu wa arina al-batila batila warzuqna ijtinabah. Allahumma ighfir lana warhamna warda 'anna wa taqabbal minna wa adkhilna al-jannata wa najjina min an-nar wa aslih lana sha'nana kullahu. Today inshallah we will recite Hadith 2715 in Mishkah Sharif, and this is the Hadith for the Hurma of the city of Makkah. And this hadith is reported by An Ibn Abbas radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يوم فتح مكة لا هجرة ولكن جهاد ونية وإذا استنفرتم فانفروا. وقال يوم فتح مكة إن هذا البلد حرمه الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض وهو حرام بحرمة الله إلى يوم القيامة وإنه لم يحل القتال فيه لأحد قبلي ولم يحل لي إلا ساعة من النهار وهو حرام بحرمة الله إلى يوم القيامة لا يؤضد شوكه ولا ينفر صيده ولا يلتقط لقطته إلا من عرفها ولا يختل حلالها. فقال العباس يا رسول الله إلا الإذخر فإنه لقينهم لبيوتهم فقال إلا إذخر متفق عليه. So this is a very important hadith about the sanctity and the sacredness of our beloved city Makkatul Mukarramah. And this hadith is reported by Ibn Abbas radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu, and he said that Rasulullah on the day of the Fatah Makkah has said that now there is no hijrah, but the striving in the path of Allah with your niyyah is still there. And whenever somebody calls you to strive in the path of Allah, then you should go and strive in the path of Allah. So meaning is that when Rasulullah migrated from Makkah to Medina, everyone who have said La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah is obligated to go with Rasulullah. Because if people are not with Rasulullah, Rasulullah will not have the focus. That means Rasulullah is the focus for everyone to make a force that will bring the true Tawheed on the land. And that is what Fatah Makkah is. Rasulullah left Makkah and went to Medina, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed only one person in the history of the world to allow fight and to conquer the city of Makkah, because Makkah is haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made Al-Makkatul Mukarramah haram to have any fight in it. But for Rasulullah, and Rasulullah conquered the Makkah and established the true Tawheed in the city of Makkah, which is this city. In this hadith it says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, when created the heavens and the earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala declared the city of Makkah as haram. And this hurma and this sanctity of sacredness of this city will remain till the day of judgment. And Rasulullah is saying by himself that only Muhammadur Rasulullah is allowed to have any kind of qital in this city for that period, to establish and to clean the city of Makkah from all the shirk that has been going on, that was going on in that time. So once Rasulullah has conquered Makkah, Rasulullah established the Tawheed, established La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, established only worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the city where the haram is, where Khana Kaaba is. And then there is a boundary, which is the actual haram, that in that boundary Rasulullah is saying that it's not allowed to cut any tree in it. It is not allowed to have any game or hunting in there. And it's not allowed that you can take anything that you found on the street and take it, but unless you call for it or announce for it that who is the owner of it. And this city is is there should be no fighting in the city. The fighting is haram in the city. And any kind of destruction that anyone can do is haram in the city. And Rasulullah has even says that there should not even allow to cut any grass in the city. Yes. And then Ibn Abbas anhu has asked Rasulullah to allow only the special grass which is called izkhar, and Rasulullah allow that you can use the grass which is called izkhar. So in this hadith ends here, and this is muttafaq alayh hadith. Also in this hadith, the very important aspect is that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the only person which has given the authority by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be Sharideen. Whatever Rasulullah has declared halal, it's halal. Whatever Rasulullah has declared haram is haram. And the Sharideen is that he is the one, Rasulullah, Muhammadur Rasulullah is the one that is obligated to be followed by all the Muslims. He is the one who can only establish to be followed among the masses. No one can do that. No one, I'll just give you an example that now no one can come and says that the only dress is allowed to wear in Makkah is amama. I'm just giving an example. And there is no authority. You cannot say anything like that. But in this hadith, we are learning that Rasulullah has forbade people to do any kind of ill in the city of Makkah, forbade people to cut the trees, to have any game or to have any hunting. But he has allowed to use the grass of the city, which is the izkhar, which people used to use for their own benefit. So he is the one who is allowing something, then that's allowed. Everything else is haram because he declared it haram. And also because it is so important that we have to make sure that there should be no fighting in the city of Makkah because it is haram. The sanctity and the sacredness of the city is such that any kind of fighting is haram till the day of judgment. And another very important aspect about this blessed city of Makkah is why we are mentioning here is that in this day and age, the fitna of Dajjal or Dajjal will not gonna be able to enter into the boundary of Haram, into the city of Makkah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect the city of Makkah from Dajjal. And we have to understand that the sanctity of this city is such that we have to have the awe when we go to perform either the Umrah or the Hajj, and to be humbled when we are in that city, because that city is declared by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as haram, as it is the most blessed and the most loving city for any Muslim, because our place of worship is there. Our place of worship is the Khane Kaaba is there, and we symbolizes Khane Kaaba for our worship, but we worship only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's what is established by our beloved messenger Muhammadur Rasulullah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow only Muhammadur Rasulullah to have this conquer of this city, and they allow to have a qital in that city. This only honor of Muhammadur Rasulullah that is allowed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that he cleaned the city from all the shirk and he established La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So another very important point in this hadith is that Rasulullah is saying that there is hijrah is not anymore, because when Rasulullah migrated from Makkah to Medina, all the Muslims are obligated to follow Muhammadur Rasulullah wherever he goes, wherever he lives. But now the hijrah is that you leave everything which is forbidden by Allah and Muhammadur Rasulullah, and you do everything which is ordered by Allah and Muhammadur Rasulullah. And in this hadith also Rasulullah says that now the hijrah is what is your niyyah. what your niyyah is, that's your hijrah. So if you are migrating in a land to earn money, then that will be your niyyah for hijrah. If you are migrating to protect your deen, then that is your hijrah. If you are migrating, as we may know that you are migrating because you want to marry someone, then that's migration is still there, because we have to migrate to protect our deen, to protect that we should practice Muhammad, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, along with all the Sharia of Muhammadur Rasulullah, which is obligated on us to follow. And if we cannot follow living in some area, then we try our best to leave that area and live in an area where we can follow the Sharia of Muhammadur Rasulullah, at least on ourselves. That we should not do anything which is forbidden by Muhammad Rasulullah or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should not do anything which is forbidden by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Muhammad Rasulullah. So this is very, very important aspect in the sanctity of Makkah, that Rasulullah is saying that once Rasulullah migrated from Makkah to Medina, all the people came to Medina. When Rasulullah conquered the city of Medina, he actually himself went back and he lived the rest of his life in Medina. And he exit from this world and he is in city of Medina now. His, blessed grave is in the city of Medina now. So we have to know that the hijrah that Rasulullah is mentioning here is the hijrah that was at that time obligated on all the Muslims to follow Muhammad Rasulullah wherever he goes. And now the hijrah is to leave every and anything which is forbidden by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Muhammad Rasulullah. Akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.